bit about UW-Madison. This campus is 2% Black. So with 40,000 students, 2% Black is almost 700 students on this campus that are Black out of 40,000. Can you imagine what that feels like? To be in classrooms of 500 people and only see 1 or 2 people of color, let alone someone else is Black. And the numbers don't change very much on other campuses. But then on top of that, out of the 60 plus Christian ministries, Impact is the only one that's specifically for students of African descent. So this is what Black students are experiencing in the state. They're on campuses where there's very few of them. They struggle with finding community, let alone finding faith community. They feel unwelcome and unsafe. They experience microaggressions. It can be so something that is simple as someone coming to touch your hair, or sitting on the free bus that's on this campus to go to class, and the bus is completely full with white students, and you might be the one Black student that's sitting down, you have a seat next to you, but no one sits next to you. So what can Impact do about it? Impact can change lives. Impact can connect students to discipleship. They can get students into conferences where they can see 1,000 Black students worshiping Jesus. And because you're a student and churches are off campus, it's hard to go back to church, to Wednesday night Bible study. It's hard to really build community. So having a space like Impact is a space where students are able to get that community right where they are. Wow, so I've been in Madison for 13 years. I came here as an undergraduate student, took a gap year, and then went to graduate school. While in graduate school, spent the 2 years I was in graduate school, that was my first 2 years coaching Impact. And then after that, deciding to come on staff part-time and then going into full-time. So I've seen God do some amazing things. So it's really cool to get to this point, and after 6 years of coaching this campus, to see the fruit of that, and to see testimonies from alumni and supporter and students is a huge blessing, and a testament to God's power and what He can do when you say yes.
Campus ministry gave me a chance to be guided by loving hands who could be personable, loving, but also corrective in a place that I could hear it. It also gave me a place when I made mistakes or had hurt and pain that I could be redeemed. Campus ministry allowed me, even with all my flaws and faults, to still come in and learn how to do inductive Bible study, right? They taught me how to hear from God and how to share my heart and to be broken and still minister. That's why I'm asking unapologetically for you to join with me. So I'm a monthly donor. Besides my church tithes, Impact is the next biggest donation that we give. Because I know what difference campus ministry made in my life, so I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. And it gives me joy simply because if I can even help somebody get a piece of what I got from my campus ministry here on with Impact Movement, it's worth it.
I support Impact on the UW campus specifically because I love how it gives Black students a space to be uniquely themselves. I don't think this is news to anybody here, but UW campus is really, really low on racial diversity. Black students need a place where they can go, where they can get away from the cultural majority, where they can have leaders and peers and mentors who are Black and who share their cultural experiences, who share their background. And I especially love Impact because they weave faith into that. So it's a space where they can develop their faith, where they can have deep spiritual experiences, where they can grow in their spiritual practices and grow in their faith. And they can be mentored by people who are prayerful, strong, Black, Jesus-loving people. And that's at work here on this campus. God is moving through the Impact chapter here. Lives are being changed. Spiritual foundations are being set. Leaders and world changers are being developed here, as we speak. And so I want to encourage you to support this ministry as well. If you're already giving financially, thank you. And I want to ask that you would continue to consider increasing your financial donation. If you're not yet giving financially, I would ask that you would prayerfully consider supporting this ministry. And probably more important than anything else, I want to encourage all of you to regularly pray for this ministry. These testimonies that we heard today and the testimonies that you see on your table, that doesn't happen without prayer.
I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. It is His will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
The Impact Movement has allowed me to see my identity barefaced, with no ounce of judgment, with no ounce of condemnation, and with no ounce of fault. Without this movement and without Keisha, I truly do not know where I would be. And I thank God He has allowed me to experience both these entities and to cherish them forever.
You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
So all of my supporters, like, thank you so much, because I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Like, those testimonies are yours too. They're for you too.
You are important to me. I need you to serve.